The version of me that I will be able to give to my son and to my husband one day and to my family and to my friends, that version of me on the other side of this, please. Hey guys, welcome back to From Pieces to Purpose. I am your host, Justice, and this is our safe space where we are healing from heartbreak, reclaiming our power back, and going out to live a life on purpose, for a purpose. Today we are talking about the 6 steps to reinventing your life. Reinventing, redesigning, changing, shifting, flipping upside down your life. Okay, in the best way. Now we're just going to get right into the 6 steps. Step number 1, why do you want to reinvent your life? That would be the first thing that I'd ask you. If you were sitting right in front of me right now and you're like, Justice, tell me how to reinvent my life, I would ask you why. Why do you want to reinvent your life? What about your life brought you to the point where you had to reinvent yourself? At what point did you lose who you thought you were? So for me, I had to reinvent my whole life because for a good chunk of my life, my early adult life, I was married and I wrapped my entire identity in a person in a relationship. And then when that relationship ended in divorce, I lost myself. I lost who I was, what purpose I had, and I had to completely reinvent Justice inside out. And me, God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, because I need all 3. We all collaborated together and said, there is more to life than this, and that it's not over, and that we can start where we are right here, right now, and completely change our entire lives. We have the ability to do that. But the follow-up to why you want to reinvent your life is deciding. After you know why, you need to decide to change your life, because you can. You got to make your mind all the way up and say, I'm going all in. I don't know what it looks like, the journey or the destination, but I'm going all in because I know that this is the path that I am being called to. I know that there's more for me. So if you know that there's more for you and you feel led to reinvent your whole life, to change up everything, child, everything must go. If you want to rebrand your whole self, start with why. Figure out why and what brought you here. And when you understand what brought you here, you'll understand also what needs to change. With my story, what needed to change was my mindset and how I thought about myself and how I loved myself, because I didn't. I did not love myself. So I had to change the belief that I'm unworthy and that I'm not enough to I am worthy and deserving and that I am enough as I am right now. I had to challenge that belief and I had to do the work to change that, because that was producing the life that was in front of me. So start with why. Step 2 is write the vision. All this is what do I want and why do I want it? It's getting clear, getting still with God and saying, what is my purpose? What did you call me to do? What do I want out of my money and career? What do I want out of my love and relationships? What do I want out of my health and wellness? What do I want? And then I write it down. And not only do I write down what I want, I write down why I want that thing. So I'm checking myself in the same moment. I don't just want the thing. I'm also asking myself, do I want this thing because I want it, or is it because it's popular and it's going to validate that I am this successful, rich, beautiful person? No, I want this thing because this is what I want. Side note and shameless plug, I did create a vision planning guide that can get you started with breaking down the different sections: money, career, love, relationship, and a few questions, prompts to write down on paper what it is that you want. And I even have a section in there for you to write down why you want those things, so you can have a reference to what the vision is and writing it down and making it plain in your life. So I will put that in the show notes and in the description box for you guys to download. Step 3, in reinventing your life, you need to eliminate distractions. You need to get rid of all of the distractions, all of the things that you already know is keeping you from the life that you want. And I'm talking about be very intentional on the distraction. If you're being distracted by this Netflix series, you at every time at a certain time of the day, you have to watch an episode. You have to watch 3 episodes, and that's 3 hours of your life that you are giving to this Netflix show and not giving to you. Is that a distraction and a hindrance to what it is that you say that you want? Because if you write down on this vision planning guide Or you say, Justice, I want to reinvent my life. I want to change my life, but I am giving away freely these 3 hours to Netflix, which is not giving you anything back, by the way. Netflix is not cutting you a check, nor is Netflix giving you purpose, life, and no, none of that. Am I willing to sacrifice and take those 3 hours and give them to myself and give them to things that's going to help produce the change and the results that I want to see? So like I said, call a thing a thing. Is it Netflix? Is it social media? Is it phone games? Is it your friends? You're on the phone with your friends all day. That was my thing. I was on the phone with my friends for hours, honey. 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of the day I am on the phone. So my attention is split for 5 to 6 hours. How much productivity and things am I getting done really? You know what I'm saying? So call a thing and eliminate the distractions. It's worth it. Just get rid of it. 4th step, make a plan. So you take that vision guide that I mentioned earlier and you make a actionable plan to get from point A to point B. Where you are today to the life that you say that you want, that you wrote down on this vision plan. In order to reinvent your life, you can't just write down the things that you want. You have to also write down, how are you going to get it? What is step 1? What am I going to do today to get me closer to the life that I want? That's what you need, to make a plan. Actionable plan. Actionable meaning the things that you write down are actions and things that you have to do that move the needle forward. We don't want to just do things for the sake of doing stuff, but doing things that aim at the target that you now have, because now you have a vision plain right here. So now you have a target. What are the steps to get you there? Number 5, don't settle for anything that appears even remotely close to the thing that you say that you want. If you're ready to change your life and redesign your life, and you're ready for something new and different, right? If it looks close to the thing, we're not settling. We're not settling. We're not going into this with a scarcity mindset saying, we'll take the scraps or we'll take what this counterfeit. No, we're not doing that. If it's not what we wrote down, if what I'm looking at in my life and experiencing is not what's on this paper, I'm not settling for something that kind of looks like it. I'm not settling for a 9-to-5 job that pays well when I put on this paper a lifestyle, a flexible financial freedom lifestyle that allows me to take my son to school and pick him up, okay, and pay all my bills and be very generous with my money. That doesn't fit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to let them dangle a carrot in my face and I'm going to just take it because I don't think there will be another opportunity for me. No, I've sat with God and God has told me what I have access to. I'm God's child. What I have access to, everything. Okay. Even when it comes to relationships, you write down the type of relationship you want. You write down how you want to feel in that relationship. And this new person that you meet, maybe checks off 2 of your 5 non-negotiables. That doesn't mean move forward. Caution yourself. Stop. Pause. And say, no, we're not settling. There is an abundance out there. This is not the only man on the planet that you know what I'm saying? Like, and what I'm asking for is not unreasonable. So stick to what it is that you want. Because what I believe too is that God gives us these desires. We aren't pulling these desires out of thin air. Like, as long as it aligns with the word of God, God gives you these desires. And I don't think that he's just trying to tease us or make us dream for this imaginative thing that just exists in the clouds. No, I believe you have access to it and it's out there. You position yourself correctly, you heal, right? You do the work. You don't settle for anything that doesn't look like the thing that you desire. So, okay, for the last one, number 6, get 1% better every day. This is what I most recently learned after reading Atomic Habits. I believe that was the book that I got this out of. But yeah, getting 1% better. When I started to write down my goals and get in my productivity bag and really try to change and reinvent my life, wrote it down on paper, it seemed big. It seemed grand. It seemed like, I don't know how I'm going to achieve this. I don't know how this can happen for me. Like, this is too much. And I found myself saying that a lot, like, this is too much. But then I thought about it, like, it's one step every day towards that thing. Not just tomorrow I'm going to wake up and be the thing. It's one step every single day, 1% better every single day. What can I do today that will make me better, greater, and one step closer to the things that I say that I want, to the life that I want, the relationship that I want, the job that I want, the financial freedom that I want. What's the 1% thing that I can do every single day? I think about it like when it comes to working out. I started working out again because I had stopped. And I thought when I was thinking about the idea of working out regularly again, it was like, oh, I don't feel like going back in there and lifting weights and being, just getting back in it and getting into the thing. I wasn't looking forward to that. But then I said, you don't have to do all that. You just, because what's the goal? My mind shifted from having to go into the gym and be this weightlifting queen to the goal is to move your body and be active regularly, because when you feel good in your body, you look good and you know what I'm saying? You feel good. Rather than feeling like I had to go into it that way, I said, okay, what's my 1% that I can give to the gym? I can give to the gym 3 times a week, 30 minutes. And whatever that 30 minutes looks like, it's 30 minutes of body movement, of getting fit and getting better in the gym. And I'm not holding myself to this rigid, because that 1% will compound. Here's the back end to that. It's not just focusing on doing little by little, but the little by little that you do will compound over time. And that 1% will eventually be what it was predestined to be to begin with. So my 1% every single day, if I go to the gym 3 times a week for 30 minutes from now until whatever goal date, let's say December 1st, right? 5, whatever months. On December 1st, if I continue doing that, I'm not going to be in the same place physically that I am in right now. Whether I go in there and be a weightlift queen, or if I go in there and just give it all I got for 30 minutes on whatever workout I decide to do. And you adjust that based on the timeline that you set for yourself. If you say, listen, I do want to go in there and be a weightlift queen. I do want the abs. I want all of that. Do that. Make a plan and get 1% better, and don't feel like you have to go in tomorrow and that you'll be equipped to do that. And the point of this also is to not be discouraged along the way, that if I can't give my 100%, because sometimes, listen, I could probably do more than 30 minutes and I'll do that. But if not, I've set my standard. I can give myself 1%. I can give myself 1% better every day in all of the goals and things that I've sought out to do for me. And so part of reinventing and changing your life, it's little by little. It's the little decisions that you make every single day that will equate to the change that you're desiring to seek for yourself. My divorce, I went through a complete identity crisis. I didn't know who I was, what I wanted, or even what to do with myself. I was angry, I was broken, and I really just wanted to give up. It's being vulnerable and doing this and being honest with yourself and saying, this may take a long time, because I was invested with everything into this marriage. So this is gonna be hard. I kept hearing the encouragement of others to focus on yourself, love yourself, heal. And I had no idea what that looked like for me. All I did know was that I wanted more for myself. And I knew that God wanted more for me and my son as well. I began intentionally healing. I pursued my healing. And what I didn't know at the time was my self-love journey. It was through that work in healing that I discovered God, my worth, and my identity. And I learned what real love was. And I want the same for you, friends. So I'm developing a course for women who want to reinvent their life, to show up authentically and confidently in the world. I want to help you improve your relationship with God, yourself, and other people. The course will also help you attract healthy relationships into your life that serve and support the person that you are. So if you need help and community support, this is your official invitation to join me and 50 others on October 30th for 8 weeks of group coaching. In this 8-week program, you will learn to strengthen your self-confidence and show up authentically. You will learn what real love is and how to receive it and share it with others. You will be equipped with the tools to release fear and mental blocks that could be keeping you stuck. You will also walk away with a holistic routine that will help you nurture your entire self. So if you're interested, you can apply by clicking the link in the description box. And remember, there are only 50 spaces available, so you want to make sure you secure your spot today. I want you to live a changed reinvented, redesigned 2.0 version of yourself. I want that for you. So I want you to work these 6 steps and come back and tell me how your life has completely changed. There's no way that if you stay consistent on the 6 things we talked about today, really, like I said, work the steps, because a lot of the things that keep us from what we say we want and desire is we don't stick at it long enough. We quit along the way because we're not seeing the result quick enough. So work the steps and also be consistent, and know that the desire to change your life and in your why is the motivation. That's not just, I need to get to this place, I need to arrive to this place. It's no, I need to take this journey because I know that through the journey is where I grow, I learn, and I see the fruits of the work of going through the journey. What I just described to you, I know is like a mindset shift. It's not going into it saying, dang, this is 6 steps, this is all this work. When you view it like it's all this work, you're already viewing it in a way that sets you up for failure, because you're just looking at it like it's work and not looking at it like, nah, through this journey, who I'm going to be at the end of this, please, the version of me that I will be able to give to my son and to my husband one day and to my family and to my friends, that version of me on the other side of this, please, that's what keeps me motivated on the journey and all the things I learned along the journey. Because it's like, ooh, I wonder how I'm going to be able to use this. I wonder how I'm going to be able to take what I've learned here and apply it to, because we go on level to level and God doesn't leave nothing untouched. So grab all of your wisdom, take that with you, and go change your life. I went on a complete tangent just now, but I pray that blessed y'all. that blessed me. Okay, that blessed me. I hope that blessed y'all. All right, y'all. So that's the end of the episode. I'm so glad you guys watched today. Thank you again for your time. If you're new here, if you're new here and you're still watching this episode, you're committed. You're committed. Make the commitment and go ahead and subscribe. I'll give you a second. Boom. Thank you. And I will see you, new friend, next week. God bless you.